Well, hello and welcome to yet another scintillating episode of Loose Change with me, Matthew Mills, 25-year veteran of financial services. And today's episode, I'm afraid, is a little bit of tough love. We might have a graphic that goes with that because we're getting into our pace now with this. Because I've had a question with someone about not necessarily investment, but what do I do about managing my budget on a day-to-day basis? So basically, there's not enough month in my money. I'm running out of money before an income before the end of the month. What do I do about it? So like I say, tough love. You might not like all the things I'm about to say, but there you go, that's on you. So first and foremost, in the short term is you're going to have to put the long pants on and grow up a little bit and recognise that what most people do is they spend to the level of their income and maybe a little bit beyond, usually on some fancy idea that there'll always be more money, that their job will go on forever, or the bank will loan them some more. And unfortunately, that's probably not the case. So having accepted that, one then takes a systematic approach to dealing with the situation. First and foremost is you want to get some data. You want to look at your income and your expenditure on a granular basis, so all the items of income and expenditure every month over a meaningful period, 3 to 6 months. Because if you don't have data to make an informed choice, you will fall back on how you feel and you will just run around like a headless chicken and achieve nothing. When you've got your income and your expenditure, you then need to look at what's essential that I'm spending my money on and what is the things that I want to spend it on. And in this case, you have to accept some accountability. You have to be honest with yourself, take extreme ownership of the situation. And really, if you haven't got enough money at the end of the month, is cut out everything that is non-essential. Most of us have an awful lot of that. Some of it might well also be hidden. So for example, at lunchtime, you might have a bag of crisps and a can of fizzy drink from an outlet and be spending £5 a month on that. And you need to start thinking about how you economise on that. The next step is to look at the level of income that's coming in. And once again, there's some hard choices you might have to make there, and just accept that. And a great piece of advice, one of the best pieces of advice I ever got, no one is coming to save you. You're going to have to do it for yourself. And if your income isn't enough, it's no one's fault but yours, sorry. You need to do something about it. You need to go and get some training in your spare time. Rather than watching Netflix every night, go and get some training, do some night classes, whatever you need to do to get you the skills and the education to move on and get a job that pays you more, to be more competitive in the marketplace. I know, I did tell you this one was going to be harsh, didn't I? The final part of this, so we've looked in the short term, getting some data and analysing where you are. In the medium term, looking at your value proposition in the marketplace and your salary. The next thing is to recognise, if you haven't got enough money now, what are you going to do in 20 years when you can't work anymore, or 30 years when you need to try and retire? You need to have a plan to control your daily budget, to create excess income through your salary, and then you need to have an investment plan to take some of your excess income that you're going to build up by being an amazing value proposition in the marketplace and investing that in the longer term to build up sufficient money to replace your income so you don't have to work, so you're financially independent. Okay, so quite a lot there, but what it ultimately all comes down to is it's down to you. You need to take accountability for that fact. You need to take extreme ownership of the situation and recognise that there is no one coming to save you. You have to do it for yourself. And all of that from just looking at your income and expenditure and you haven't got enough money left at the end of the month. There you go. Anyway, I'll do a nice fluffy one next time. Tough love this time, and we'll see you then.